This investigation took our away team to the outskirts of Lorena, Texas, to a family that has been having quite a few unexplained instances. They have had multiple events of seeing doppelganger of a family member. Whatever is there can mimic the family member's voice, making them think he or she is talking to them from another room. The oldest daughter is seeing shadows in her room and thinks that the mirror in her closet is a portal. They've experienced something whispering to them, trying to wake them up when they sleep. The daughter saw a small girl in her floor-length mirror in her bedroom. Several have seen the apparition of an old lady. Wife has seen a black figure of a man holding what appears to be a knife.
Yes, just south of Waco. Have a young family here that I guess has been having some activity, so I'm getting ready to do the walkthrough and see what I feel. I would like to just say that I'm getting a variety of feelings all jumbled together, so I'm hoping I'll be able to sort this out, but right now I'm just being overwhelmed with feelings of activity, and I'm just hoping I can put a finger on it, so I guess we'll go ahead and start. Alright, so we're going to start here in the kitchen. When I first walked into the house, this was where I came in, and I kind of felt like I was walking right into a wall. So to me that means that there's a very heavy energy in this room, and it did feel to me like a negative energy. I don't know what it is yet. It did feel male to me, but like I said, I have a bunch of jumbled thoughts going through my head right now, and that's very unusual. So be very interesting to kind of see what else comes through. But so I'm in the kitchen. Let me see. I'm hearing a lot of voices in my head, so I feel like that there's something that's trying to communicate with this family. I don't think it's in a positive way, though. I think it's trying to influence the first entity that I felt, it does feel human, but there's something else going on here too. Boy, this is very different for me. It almost feels like something is coming from outside into the house, walking around and then going back outside. This is just walking through, doing whatever it thinks it needs to be doing, and then it leaves, but then it comes right back. So it's like it's trying to dominate this home. That's the best word I can think of. Okay, so the thing now that I'm getting is I feel like there's something that crawls on the roof. This is something different. In fact, I'm hearing it laughing right now, so it's trying to piss me off, and he thinks this is a real joke. Thinks this is real funny. Just took a little bit of a break. The we believe the entity that I was just talking about just completely drained the batteries dead in the camera. So we had to stop for a minute and let Joey put in some fresh batteries. It's very common for that to happen when there's negative energy around. So we'll go ahead and continue. I would think with these metal roofs that they sometimes would hear noises on the roof or anywhere around, because this thing does like to crawl around on the ceiling. Looking down and watching everything that's happening, and I don't know if the homeowners feel that or if they realize it's there, but yeah, he thinks it's playing a game. He thinks it's real funny, but it's I'm sure it's not very funny to the homeowners. I would imagine that in the kitchen, that they definitely feel like they're being watched. I wouldn't even be surprised if they feel something passing by them, you know, running by them or passing by them, feeling a bit of air or something. Pick up something else. I'll come back. Let's go in here and see what's going on in here. Okay, so I just saw that bed move. I just saw something do this on the it's the air conditioner. Okay.
Say the air conditioner.
For a second I thought, okay, there's something sitting on the bed. So the man that I was talking about earlier, he seems to be pretty angry about something, and I think it has something to, it's a personal issue that this person has. But I think he's somebody that's been brought onto the property and is now coming into the house. And I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm feeling like. It's like he was brought in probably with something or with someone, and now he's here and he's not happy about it. Especially now that it's here with this other thing. It's just not a good place. So in here, I wouldn't be surprised if they feel movement on their bed. They're definitely being watched in here. Possibly, I would imagine at times they probably feel quite ill, because this thing is around, the negative energies around, it can make them quite sick. Very uncomfortable feeling in here. Just feeling the mirror here to see if there could be a possible portal. That one feels okay. That one there could be a problem. I'll let Jeffrey feel it when I'm finished and see if he picks up anything on this mirror here. See what you get. So it's a very good possibility that the people who sleep in this bed are all also feeling like they're being touched or even held down, or something. It feels like something is doing this to their face at night. So I don't know if they're having sensations of something touching their face or being trouble breathing or something, but this thing that crawls on the ceiling is messing with them at night. Very, very creepy. Okay. just see those knives over there, and I get a feeling that that this thing is attracted to that, and there's a very possibility that it may want to try and use one of those if it hasn't already tried.
This had turned on by itself earlier. Now it's turned off.
Okay, it could just be a fault, but I'm not picking up anything on that. This room at the moment actually feels pretty good. It's not heavy like that area out there. But because this thing does wander through the house, they probably can hear it coming through here from time to time, or even seeing a shadow coming through. But I want to see what's back here. This room feels completely different. Definitely activity happening in this room. Feels like things are being moved in here. Almost feels like something's being thrown in here. I don't think I'd want to come in here on my own. It feels pretty bad. Definitely, they're being watched in this room as well. And the thing that it laughs comes in here and causes problems. Okay, so this first room here is I don't know what it is, I can't see it. Where's the light? There it is. Oh, there's no light in here. Okay. Okay, so this is an empty room. Looks like there is no, doesn't look like anyone sleeps in here. This room.
There's no lights.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the man comes into this room and feels like he'll talk to whoever's in here. He comes in and talks to him, and you might hear things moving in here, because it's trying to get to whoever comes in here is trying to get their attention.
Are you looking for a dependable lawn service? Well, look no further than Watkins Lawn Service for all your residential needs. Are you looking for someone to treat your commercial lawn with TLC? Well, look no further than Watkins Lawn Service for all your commercial mowing needs. Watkins Lawn Service specializes in residential mowing, commercial mowing, edging, and weed eating. Watkins Lawn Service also specializes in small engine repair, including push mower,
riding mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, or any other small engine repair. Remember Watches for all of your mowing needs. Give Chad a call today at 254-366-8703. You'll be glad you did.
When you're looking for the one store you can trust to have the exact battery you need right when you need it, whether it's for your car, riding mower, motorcycle, laptop, smartphone, watch, plus light bulbs for lamps, floodlights, can lights, appliances, all topped off by helpful experts, it's easy to see why nobody else stacks up to Batteries Plus Bulbs. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus Bulbs. Trust the plus.
Gizmo Guru has the largest selection of paintball guns and accessories. It's the only store that has its own field. So call them to plan your next party or event. They have the largest selections of airsoft guns in Central Texas. They also carry a large assortment of martial art equipment, swords, and knives. Ghost! We have the largest selection of ghost hunting equipment in Central Texas. Gizmo Guru, 3302 Franklin Avenue, Waco, Texas.
I don't think the man is a real dangerous threat. He just wants to go home, but it's the other thing that scares me. That's the other thing that I'm concerned about right now. Doesn't feel good at all. So the man from outside stands at that window and looks in. This just feels like there's so much movement and activity in almost every room. It's just got. It might be just a power. Yeah, it just feels, it almost feels like is there a I'm not sure yet, so I don't want to say, but let's keep moving. So this room to me feels like the worst one of all. That whoever sleeps in this room is more or less the target of whoever this thing is bothering. So I don't know if it's the parents or if it's children or what it is in here, but whoever sleeps in this room is getting the bulk of the problems. I would think that whoever sleeps in here has some very bad nights, nightmares.
It's reactive.
Probably being spoken to by this thing as well.
There's a mirror behind you too.
Yeah, it almost feels like it's like it may have been human at one time, but it's changing. It feels okay. I'm not feeling any portals, but definitely being targeted. Whoever is in here is being the one that's the most affected. I just feel a lot of chatting. Like I hear a lot of talking and trying to get their attention by talking and hey, you know, wake up. Hey, I'm talking to you. Don't turn away from me. Talk to me. That kind of thing going on in here. And depending on how aware the person is that sleeps in here or the people that sleep in here, they may not always hear everything, but they've got to have heard something. or felt something, because it's in here a lot. Wow. So, okay. Okay, so.
Try the closet.
She said to try,
Oh, okay.
try going in there. Tuck under the blind.
I didn't even see this in the corner here. I know. I'm coming out. That thing likes to stand right there in that doorway. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. No.
Elizabeth?
Did you find a portal in there? Oh, look at that. Uh-huh. I think you got it. Okay.
Jeffrey, let me see.
The mirror. Right there. That's where it's coming in and out from.
Okay.
So they're gonna need to remove that mirror. Wow. Good find. Yeah, this is the worst room in the house, in my opinion, from what I can feel. Alright, so that's the entire house, and I wish I could put into words exactly what it is I'm feeling, but I know that there's at least two different entities here. They both feel male. One human, the other, I'm not sure. So I'm going to call that a wrap, and we're going to go ahead and start our EVP sessions and see what we can figure out. The homeowner has asked that she's not be put on camera, so you're going to hear her voice now, and she's going to tell us about the things that's been happening in the house. So if you'd like to start, go ahead and just maybe from room to room let us know what what the family's been experiencing.
A lot of stuff has been happening, but over the last 3 weeks it's gotten worse. The first was we stayed up doing a puzzle one night, and we were watching
Jimmy is the 17-year-old
Yes.
daughter.
Oh,
She's the
okay.
17-year-old.
Okay.
Wyatt's the 12-year-old, and Henley's the 4-year-old.
Okay.
But we were doing a puzzle. We finished about 1 o'clock in the morning, and Wyatt and I went into my room because he's sleeping in Henley's bed because Henley sleeps with me. And Jimmy and Henley went down the hallway to get Jimmy's night clothes on. And Jimmy came in the bedroom. Is it okay if I cuss? Okay. And she goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Wyatt?" And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? You know, if they have beef, they can hash it out. But, you know, let's get some basics. And she said, "I told you not to scare us at night." And Henley was like, she was in tears, like broke down in tears.
This is the 4-year-old?
Mm-hmm. And she said that it sounded like Wyatt went stomping, running down the hallway and stopped in Jimmy's room, which is the room at the end of the hallway. And it was so loud and scary that Henley freaked out and jumped into Jimmy's arms. Okay? The next night, we went to sleep, and Jimmy woke me up about 2:30, and she's like, "Mom, please wake up now." And I woke up, and she said Wyatt had gotten out of the bed and was squatted down next to the bed at eye level. She couldn't tell it was Wyatt. She just seen the full silhouette, the face and everything, and was staring at the wall and not moving. And she said she blinked like 4 or 5 times waiting for it to go away, but it didn't move. And finally, she woke me up, and it left.
Wow.
It wasn't Wyatt.
Yeah.
2 nights after that, yeah, because I got up and turned everything on. 2 nights after that, I was laying in bed, and I had managed to move like my bottom half closer to Henley, and Henley was here, and I could feel Jimmy, like she was right on the tips of my fingers, but I couldn't move. Like there was so much pressure, and I couldn't move, and
You said that.
it lasted for what felt like forever.
Yeah.
But the blankets move off of my 4-year-old while we're sleeping, but she doesn't move. And then I got up the other night. I had a really bad childhood, so I walk the hallways. And I got up the other night, and I just got to make sure they're safe in their beds, even though I know they are. And I went down there, and I shined the light up because there was a lot of noise. And I looked up, and Wyatt was passed out. And I go to walk out of his room, which I don't have to duck. But I go to walk out of his room, and Jimmy's standing right there in the doorway, like she had gotten water or something and was walking back to her room, but she was frozen. And I was like, baby, what are you doing up? Go back to your... And she was gone. And so I stepped in the room, and she was asleep, and there was nothing in her room, and...
So you thought you saw her in the doorway, but she was actually sleeping in her bed.
Yeah, like
Is that
she...
a little AP?
Okay.
Like, she
Okay.
was there until I went to touch her, and she was gone. 2 nights ago, my dog flipped out because there was a beating, like, at the back door. Justin was sleeping outside. My dog started barking, which means there's somebody here, which isn't unusual because you live out in the country and the neighbors' cows get out and everything, so I was expecting there to be a sheriff at the back door. So I called my husband, called him. He didn't answer his phone, so he must have been sleeping. And when I finally got the balls to get out of bed and, like, look out the back door, there was nobody there. She had been back and forth painting her ceiling fan all day, which doesn't work. I have no idea why it was on. No joke.
She said it hasn't worked in 9 years.
Yeah, that's what she
We're
was
And
saying.
now it's working.
We're told not to touch the switch because it could have a short and burn the house down. That's how much it doesn't work.
And I'm just going to interject real quick. That dishwasher right behind you there,
Doesn't work.
it doesn't work. And when me and her were initially standing there talking to each other, it came on.
Yeah, this
And
thing
she said it don't normally do that.
is messing with them.
But Jimmy was going back and forth painting her ceiling fans, which looks really pretty. But she was standing there and she shooed Wyatt away, and she went back to the sewing room, and she came back and she's like, Mom, it burns so bad. And I was like, what? And
Scratches.
she has 3 scratches on her arms. And she had told me, she's like,
3 scratches?
3 in a row. She
In
had told
a
me
3
previously, she said, I didn't want to tell you because I'm a teenager and I don't want you to think I'm crazy, but she has a scratch up here and something had scratched her on her face and her neck while she was sleeping, but it was a single scratch. And she's like, I thought I was just scratching myself.
She's in the far back bedroom.
She's like, I thought I was just scratching myself, but night before last, she told me that she almost came and just crawled in my bed because she woke up and you didn't go in there with the lights off. But when the lights are off, the only light that's on is the blue one from her radio. And, you know, her side of the room, there's no light projected back. So if there was a shadow of something standing in front of a radio, it would project on her desk. It was directly in front of her bed. She said it was the full silhouette of a man. Full silhouette. And she said it looked like his hands were down and it looked like he was holding a knife. So...
And why?
Relax.
I knew that knife had something to do with it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
So
Okay.
that was night before last. There are several people that have seen my doppelganger and actually spoken to her. I haven't seen her, which scares me about seeing Jimmy in the hallway the other night. Because Jimmy's my build, she looks just like me.
Wow.
He's got, but I think what y'all, a lot of what you have going on, I mean, is undeniable, at least from y'all's perspective.
Well, the only way we're going to get to the heart of it is to start some EVP sessions and
Yeah.
see if we can't get some
That's our huge outside.
some answers and
Yeah, well, we're gonna go from room to
yeah, we're
room.
going to take we're going to pick a couple rooms to go into, but we need to take a quick break so we can.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to
Refresh your mind.
Please join us next time for the second installment of this investigation.
Are you experiencing any unexplainable noises or activity in your home or office? Or do you know someone who does? Please contact us at 254-749-5839, or you can email us at mcpi@live.com.